Your vision board is a way for you to keep going forward and not quitting, keeping your vision in front of you so you have a clear path to your future. You know where you're going, and it's going to help you get there. Hello, this is Lorraine, and welcome to Healthy Living, Spirit, Soul, and Body. So today I am going to talk a little bit about vision boards. And here's the deal. Don't feel like, the 2024 has already started. It's too late to make a vision board. I totally disagree, because why put off something that you should have done in January? And really your vision and your dreams really don't have an expiration date. Okay, so just something to think about. Don't feel like it's too late, is my point. So the biggest thing that has happened to me since I had a vision board was about 3 years ago. I was putting together a vision board, and I was thinking, wow, what could I put on it? What were some dreams that I had? At that point, I had a job that was 45 minutes away. And it was hard. I mean, I'd have to leave early in the morning and get home, about 6 o'clock, and, driving in the traffic, and it was really starting to bother me. And I put on the vision board that I was looking for a job that was 10 minutes away from my home. And I remember when I put that down thinking, oh yeah, that's really a stretch. And that would really be a miracle, because I started thinking I don't live in an area that has a lot of business, and I really thought that I was really putting my faith out there, putting that on my vision board. And the funny thing is, that year was a very challenging year for jobs. I did find a job. It wasn't 10 minutes away, it was 20 minutes away, but I worked there. And unfortunately, the business closed down while I was working, and I went from job to job. It was a disaster that whole year. However, the following year, I actually got a job that was 10 minutes from my home. Vision boards are a really good way of getting your dreams down on paper. There's something that happens when you take the dream and you get it from your head onto a vision board. When you create a vision board, it's giving you a visual representation of where you want your life to go, so that you're not aimlessly going from day to day, feeling like you're in a rut. It gives you purpose. It gives you something to shoot for. So let's talk a little bit more about vision boards and the best way. What are some things that you put on your vision board? So here we go. So do you feel like every year your life is just going from one year to the other? Do you have different dreams in your heart that, life has been so busy, you're constantly doing this for this person, other things. You're kind of on a hamster wheel, and you don't feel like you're in control of your life. Let's face it, the bottom line is anything worthwhile is uphill, and you need to get off the hamster wheel. So having a vision board and having dreams written down and pictures representing those dreams is a way for you to take control of your life. John Maxwell says everything worthwhile is uphill, and that's true. How many people that have done great things really went against the flow? They encountered failures, they encountered obstacles, but because they had a clear goal, because they had a clear vision, they were able to continue. They were able to reach milestones in their life. And let's face it, it's not so much talent or ability, but it's really perseverance that is going to get you to where you want to go. Your vision board is a way for you to keep going forward and not quitting, keeping your vision in front of you so you have a clear path to your future. You know where you're going, and it's going to help you get there. So there's a great story about Jack Canfield. You might know him. He wrote the Chicken Soup for the Soul books. So years ago in the late 90s, he was a speaker, and he was making $25,000 a year. Now back then that wasn't poverty level like it is now, but he was making $25,000, and what he did was he got a copy of a dollar bill, blew it up, and added zeros to the dollar. So it was basically, he created a $100,000 bill, and he taped it on his ceiling in his bedroom, and every night before he went to sleep, he saw the $100,000, and when he woke up, he saw the $100,000, and it was a way of him to envision his future. So shortly after that, he remembered that he had all these books, I forget how many, in a warehouse that he was never able to sell. And he thought that people that read the National Enquirer would probably be interested in reading these books. For whatever reason, that's what he thought. So he started thinking about the National Enquirer, and he started thinking about, well, maybe if I sold these books for 25 cents a piece, I'd be able to sell them and really be able to make a lot of money. So what do you think happened? He was speaking at a conference, and hardly anybody showed up, and it seemed like a dismal failure. But after the conference, a woman started talking to him and said, I really enjoyed your speech and your presentation. And as he started talking to her, he found out that she actually was a writer for the National Enquirer. And it just so happens that she asked if she could do an interview on him. And one thing led to another, where he actually made $100,000 that year from selling the books that he had in the warehouse. He had something in front of him that kept him focused. He had something in front of him that kept him aspiring for his dream and his vision. And it's the same way with vision boards. You need to put something in front of you that's going to be your goal, that's going to inspire you, that's going to keep you focused. Another interesting story is the African impala is able to jump 9 feet and like 30 yards. I mean, it's amazing what the African impala can do. But he's kept in the zoo behind a 4-foot fence. And you may say, well, why doesn't he just jump? If he can jump 9 feet, why doesn't he just jump? But the African impala will not jump unless he can see where he's going. And he's not able to see over that 4-foot wall. So he doesn't jump where he can't see. And in the same way, a lot of times we limit ourselves because we're not allowing ourselves to see where it is we want to go. And why should we be the thing that is limiting ourselves from going after our dreams? We need to allow ourselves to dream. We need to put our dream in front of us so we can see where we're going. We're the same way. We're just like the African impala, where we're not going to jump where we can't see. And having a vision board is a way for us to allow ourselves to see where we're going. So what do you put on your vision board? Your vision board should really be something that's going to inspire you. It's so easy nowadays. I mean, years ago you'd have to go through magazines, but you could just go online, go to Google Images, and type in some of the things that would represent where it is that you want to go. So last year, I actually put start a podcast. That was on my vision board. And here I am having my own YouTube channel and having videos that I put out every week. So that really inspired me to keep going. And it's a funny thing, but once I put that on my vision board, it was almost like I had to do it now because it was on the board. It was something that I needed to accomplish. I was making myself accountable to myself by putting it on the vision board. So go through. What I would suggest is a couple of things. First, go on Google Images, like I mentioned, and write down some things that would represent where you're going. So like, for instance, if you want to pay off some debt, get a picture of money and cut it out, put it on your vision board and write down, pay off my debt of, $7,000 or whatever it is. And that is a way of keeping you accountable. Say your dream is to buy a car, a certain car that you like. Put that on your dream board, get a picture, and maybe even go to the dealership, sit in the car in the showroom, have somebody take a picture of you, and then put that on your dream board. There are a lot of ways that you can have a lot of fun with this. So think about some of the things that you wrote down last week and go on Google and find visual representations of those things. And remember, you don't want to have too many things and you don't want it to be too chaotic. So get between 7 and 10 goals and put them on the vision board. The other thing is to say you've been thinking about what your word is for the year that's inspiring you. If there's maybe a quote that you feel inspires you, that you really feel like this is your quote for the year, type it out and put it on your vision board. So make it something that's going to inspire you. Make it something so that when you look at it, you get excited. The other thing you want to do is put it in a place, a highly visible place, so you're going to be able to see it every day. You want to basically surround yourself with images of where you're going. Choose things that uplift you and make you feel good. Choose words that bring confidence and affirm who you are and where you're going. Don't let your dreams die with you. Give yourself permission to dream. Have fun with your vision board. And remember, it's still not too late because your vision and your dreams have no expiration date. I hope you enjoyed this video today about vision boards. If you like this video, please give me a big thumbs up and subscribe. Spread the inspiration to friends that you know. Have a vision board party even. So you have an absolutely wonderful week, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye now.